Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Zero Excuses podcast. My name is Kenyon. Thanks for tuning in. You are listening to the next episode in my Brilliant on Basics series that I am running this month here in February. And this week we have been talking about health, and I wanted to wrap our discussion about that up with 3 basic essentials that I think everyone needs to pay attention to and that are simply overlooked by most people. And those 3 areas are breathing, hydration, and sleep. So many people focus on exercise and diet, and they don't pay attention to the 2 basic things that we can't go a very long time without. That's air and water. And also we oftentimes skimp on our sleep. So that's why I think that we need to have a bit of a discussion here and talk about these. I'm not going to pretend that I am some sort of super expert in any of these 3 areas. I definitely have noticed a difference when I have paid attention to these 3 different areas of my life, however. So I just want to share my experience with you guys, share with you some things that I found that work for me. And also we have had some recent guests that have talked about these very topics. And I'll also be sure to drop links in the show notes to those previous episodes. Anyways, so the first area I want to talk about today is breathing. Most people breathe extremely shallow, have a very fast but ineffective rate of breathing. And a lot of people quite simply suck in their gut, which does not lead to a very efficient breath. So the real quick down and dirty proper way to breathe is to breathe in through your nose and allow your stomach to expand. That's going to open up your diaphragm, and then exhale through your mouth. Now, granted, if you're working hard or in a awkward position, you might have to alter your breath, but even if you just take a moment or 2 throughout the day and just focus on your breathing, what that's going to do is it's going to lower your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and also lower your stress levels. It also improves your metabolism, your circulation, clarity of thought, and ultimately at a functional level, your blood oxygen levels. So again, Mark Devine talked about this at length during our interview a couple weeks ago. Check out the show notes. You can go back and listen to that. And also, I encourage you to check out some of Mark's work. He focuses a lot on his box breathing technique, and you can learn more about these techniques during that interview. All right, our second topic I wanted to cover here is hydration. Again, I could probably spend an entire podcast episode talking about hydration. And we also had a guest recently, Wade Lightheart, at the beginning of January, I believe it was. He talked at length on hydration during our interview with him. So I encourage you to go back and listen to that interview. Again, I'll drop that in the show notes. But the main point that I want to make about hydration is that most people think about simply drinking a certain amount of water per day, and they don't think about the quality of the water that they are putting into their bodies. And I've really noticed a big difference in my energy levels and my recovery and overall performance is when I first started filtering my water with just a simple Brita filter that removed any chemicals, chlorine, or any other sort of additives that modern society seems to be dumping into our water. I mean, most of us, we just blindly turn on the faucet and assume that whatever comes out of the faucet is good for us. Just look at Flint, Michigan a year or 2 ago in the debacle that they had up there. So just proper hydration with the proper quality of water has so many benefits. I could read a laundry list of them, but the biggest thing that I've noticed is that I recover a lot faster, I think more clearly, and I just have so much more energy when I'm properly hydrated. I definitely feel a difference when I don't carry around my Nalgene bottle full of filtered water and it's been an hour or 2 since I've had a drink of water. I definitely notice a drop in energy. I get a little bit of brain fog. So that's that on hydration. My last topic for today is sleep. And this is something that I have been really paying attention to recently, paying attention to not only the length that I sleep, but also the quality of my sleep, getting into that deep restorative REM state of sleep. I think that how we sleep determines how our day is going to go the following day after we wake up. Because, let's just face it, if you go through your day tired, dragging ass, you are not going to get as much accomplished. You're not going to do quality work. And it also affects one's mood, your clarity of thought, and your stress levels. So really the key component or the key strategy to getting a good night's rest is having an evening routine that allows you to wind down for the day, brings your day in for a soft landing. And I'm going to go over 3 things that I think everyone should do to have a solid evening routine. And the first thing that I would suggest people do is to take a hot Epsom salt bath. Now, I love to get after it in the gym and maintain a high level of fitness, so that does a couple things for me. First off is the hot water it has a relaxing effect, and the Epsom salt has magnesium in it. Magnesium is a natural relaxant, and the magnesium is going to be absorbed through your skin, and that magnesium is going to help relax your sore muscles and allow you to recover faster, and it's simply going to relax you, like I said. The second tip I have is to limit your screen time on your phones, your computers, your TVs. Instead, what I like to do is read or journal. Now, I'm not going to lie, my wife and I sometimes like to stay up a little bit later and watch some TV, but I definitely notice a difference when I limit that screen time and do some reading, do some journaling, and it helps me wind down my brain for the day. It helps plant positive thoughts in my brain, and journaling allows me to dump out any negative thoughts that I might have on my mind. And the third tip I have for having a killer evening routine and getting yourself into a good sleeping habit is to find some natural sleeping supplements that work for you. That might be a tea, that might be a melatonin supplement. I've personally found one that works great for me, and that's Doc Parsley's Sleep Remedy. It's a supplement that Dr. Kirk Parsley put together during his time serving with SEAL Team 6, and I will be interviewing Doc Parsley himself for the show. I'll be dropping that interview in the next couple weeks. But anyways, it's basically a mixture of naturally occurring compounds that promote healthy sleep. In addition to having Doc Parsley on the show here soon, they have also extended a 10% discount to the Zero Excuses community. You can use the coupon code Zero Excuses, all one word, at checkout for 10% off. I'll also drop all the details in the show notes, and I also have details over at kenyonziska.com/support. And also over in our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Zero Excuses. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. One last reminder is don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the show over at iTunes. And while you're there, please leave us a rating and review. Helps people find the show, helps people know that the content here is valuable. All right, guys, I will talk with you again on the next episode. Have a great one.